their arrival, like I said, they were very rude, they were very disrespectful. They made statements to me like, you know, this isn't CSI, what do you expect us to do? And you live in Baltimore City, what do you expect? Naturally, as a victim, that made me even more upset. Eventually, the job got done after filing a complaint and having new officers sent out. A third officer was called by the lab tech who assumed that a fight was going to break out or something he said, even though he had been made aware that everything was fine. This officer did not identify himself. He did not have his badge visible. There were no emblems of Baltimore City Police Department visible. He looked like just another man off of the street. He entered my home without my permission. He disrespected my property. He barged through. Once again, he didn't acknowledge myself or my family. My mother, my daughter, and my sisters were present. He went through to the back, talked to the lab tech, came back, then acknowledged me. And the only thing that he said to me when I asked him, I said, "Excuse me, who are you and why are you here?" He placed his hand on his gun and he said I was called. I said I didn't call you and told him that his badge or his gun didn't give him the right to be disrespectful and disrespect my home. And that's when the attack began. From there, 2 more officers got involved. All 3 men were responsible for punching me and beating me about my body and my face. I was tased twice. It was just a terrible ordeal. And through all of it, you know, I wanted to let it go, but something in me couldn't. It's the fact that this happens to people every day and they get away with it. But I'm someone who was going to defend myself. So I did it the right way, and I took it to court. They hit me with 7 charges. They were thrown out August of 2012, so about 3 months later. However, I was told that if I wanted to pursue a civil suit, I had to walk around with a dirty name, meaning I couldn't expunge my record. They told me that I could not get those charges cleared off my record, even though they were thrown out, until we settled in court, I dropped the case, or it was dismissed in the court. It took a total of 2 years to reach a settlement, in which that entire 2 years I could not work. I could not get a new home because of the whole ordeal. I lost my home. It just was a mess. My livelihood was destroyed. When I thought reparations would be made, we reached a settlement September of 2014. They held my check for a total of almost a month and a half past the time in which it was supposed to be released to me, in which that time they released to the Baltimore Sun my mugshot, my full name, my settlement amount, and they plastered it right on the front. I start getting phone calls, congratulations, congratulations. I'm like, on what? Everyone tells me on my money. I'm not sure you can imagine how terrified I was, being as though this whole ordeal started because my home was broken into. So now they put my face, amount of money that I haven't even received yet, and my full name out there, and I'm terrified. I contact my lawyers, I don't know what to do. On a blog site, I'm now being attacked by citizens of our own city, saying statements like, you know, you're just another black girl out to get a check. Oh, I can go and bully the police and pick a fight with the police and get a check for it. Note-taking, things like that. And a lot of it had to do with the fact that members of the Baltimore City Police Department and political staff of Baltimore City made statements insinuating that I somehow provoked the beating. I don't know how I could provoke a beating by 3 male cops, especially with my stature, but that was the case. In the end, they took my money back because they said that I had violated the gag order, which was that I could not speak to news media. I never spoke to news media. I commented on the blog site to the citizens directly that I'm the woman that this happened to, and that if you were not present, you should mind your business. Simple as that. The city said, oh, you breached the contract. We're not going to